Welcome to the 11th session of the module Essential Python Syntaxes for Machine Learning. In this session, we are going to learn how to deal with string in Python. Python strings. Python string is a group of characters enclosed within double quotes or in single quotes. We have an example here. The variable a stores a string hello world enclosed within single quotes. The same string is stored in B using double quotes. Sometimes single quotes or double quotes are part of the string. In that case, you have to use single quotes to enclose the string. In this example, double quoted Python, the word Python that is in double quotes is part of the string. That's why we have to use single quotes here. The thing is vice versa in this case. We may need to store multi-line string. In this case, this is multi-line string. We have got line break here as well as in here. If you want to store a string which contains several line breaks, then you have to use triple quotes. It may be triple single quotes or triple double quotes. In this example, triple single quotes are used. So it's opening triple quotes and closing triple quotes. When this string is stored in a variable, in this case the variable is C, the appropriate new line character will be inserted in locations. In this case, \n will be inserted here and \n will be inserted here by Python itself. Python strings are stored internally as a Python list. So every list operations are applicable with string. In this example, the variable name stores a string Roger F. So the corresponding representation is given here. You can see it's a indexing like list. The first character R is stored in index 0 and that way. Then if we print name box 0, then it prints R because in 0th location we have got R. Similarly, we can also apply slicing. Here we are printing 2:5, that is 2, 3 and 4, and we have got GER here and that is getting printed. Similarly, we can use the variations of slicing, :5, that is beginning to 4th location, so that prints Roger. You can see here, from here to here. Similarly, we can also use another variations. We are using back indexing as well as slicing in this case, so that prints ERF. We can apply several kind of operations with string, like we can add to string using plus operator. So result will be concatenation. In this case, hello plus world. So we are getting two string gets concatenated. We can also use repetition operator, which is a multiplication operator. So hello into 3, that repeats hello 3 times. Hello, hello and hello. We can also see the size of a string, that is how many characters are there, by using the len function. You can see that len can be used with list even, and it outputs 5 because hello contains 5 characters. Two string can be compared using, here we are comparing using less than. We are trying to see whether hello is less than below or not. So how they will be compared? It will be comparing from the left character. So left character of H and left character of hello with the left character of below, that is H and below, and their unicodes are considered. Okay, in this case, Unicode value of H is greater than Unicode value of B. That's why it is decided that hello is not less than below. The result is false. We can also use equal to, not equals to, less than equals to. Okay, there are all these operators for comparison can be used with list comparisons. Like in case of list, we can find out the way we can find out whether a particular value exists in the list. We can use in. You can recall the in operator for searching in the list. Same in operator can be used to search a substring exists in a string or not. Like in this case, I want to find out whether LL exists in hello or not. The answer is true. Yes, LL exists. So same way we can use in case of string also. Now, whenever we store a value, whenever we store a string in a variable, say we write then data type of A becomes str. So string type is represented in Python by str, and this is a class, and this class gives us several methods that we can use with string. We can use them for string manipulations. These methods are so we have got just only few subsets are given here. Title, count, is alpha. So these are some methods. I'll be showing you how to use this method in Python notebook that we are going to show you in next. In this demonstration, I will be showing you how a Python string works. A Python string can be enclosed either in single quotes or in double quotes. In this case, the string is enclosed within single quotes. We have used double quotes here. Sometimes single quotes or double quotes may be part of the string. Suppose double quote is part of the string. In that case, you have to use single quotes to enclose the string. Notice the Python is in double quotes and I want to store that double quotes as a part of the string. That is why I have to enclose the whole string in single quotes. Now if I print C, notice that double quotes Python is a part of the string. It is printed like that. Sometime again string has got multiple lines. A string is spanned into multiple lines. In that case you have to use triple quotes, either triple single quotes or double quotes. Notice this is a multi-line string that is spanned across multiple lines. So I want to store the string like this is only. It should include the line breaks also. That is why I have to use a triple single quotes here. You can use triple double quotes too. Now if I print T, notice that \n is included in the right position by Python itself, and \n is a part of the string. Look here and here. Now we can apply several operations on Python string. For example, addition. Suppose I've got two strings. So I've got two strings stored in two different variables A and B. I can write C equals to A plus B. That is, I'm applying addition operator with two strings. If you apply addition operator with strings, that result will be concatenation. Now if you print C, take a look, it is printing hello world. So you can apply addition operator with strings, the result will be concatenation. Similarly, you can also apply multiplication operator. For example, you can write A into 3. That means the string that is stored in A will be repeated 3 times. You can see that hello, 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 and you can store that into a different variable, right? Two string can be compared even. You can write A less than B or A equal to B. Now if you write A less than B, then answer will be true. Why? Now remember, hello and world, they are compared. So A contains hello and B contains world. So it is printed, it is compared like this, hello less than world. In that case, comparison will be done character by character. The first character, this character with this, then this character with this way the comparison will be done. How it will be done? So Unicode of this character will be taken out and Unicode of this character will be taken out, and if they are same, then the system will go to the second character. But in this case they are not same. The Unicode character of H and Unicode character of W are not same, and the decision is made. The Unicode character of H is less than Unicode character of W. That is why the result is given true, A less than B. Right? That is the way string comparisons are done in Python. You can use equal to, you can use not equal to, you can use less than equal to, and others. So you can easily use a if to handle the situation. So you can write if A less than B, the way the comparison operator is used generally, either in if or in loop. Then you can search a particular string is there inside another string or not. So suppose you want to find out that double L exists in hello, that is in A or not. So you write like this, LL in A. So exactly same way we search a element inside a sequence in Python, and you find that it is true. Or if you write something like suppose triple L, let's say triple L, will find false because triple L does not exist inside hello. So you can search easily a particular substring exists inside a string or not. We have got other way of searching even. I'll show you a little later. You can find out length of a string by using the length functions like this. So A contains hello, so it's a 5 character. So these are the string operations that you can apply on Python strings. Now, whenever you store a string value inside a variable, the data type of the variable becomes str, which is the string type. So you can check the type of A, that is str. Str is a class. So this class has many methods that you can use to process a string. So let's see them one by one. So let's say I store a different string, say this, this is from, let's say I've got this string. The first function that I will show you is title, let's say. What is the output? The first character of every word is capitalized, right? Now we have to remember one thing. These string functions like title and the others that I'm going to show you, they doesn't do any change on the string that on which the method is called. Like I have written a.title, so title is called on the variable A, so it is not going to do any change on the content of A. Rather, it is going to create a new string and change is applied on that, and that string will be returned to you. So what you can write, you can declare a variable, and the V will be having the change, but A will remain the same like before. And this property is applicable for all string functions available. The next one, say A dot capitalize Again, it is the same property. It won't apply any change on A, the variable A, which contains a string. Rather, it will create a new string, and change will be applied on that new string, and that new string will be returned, and it is your task to store that string. So I'm not storing it, I'm directly printing it. So you can see that the difference with title and capitalized here, the only first character is capitalized, and the rest of them are remaining same. Okay. We have got other methods also. For example, suppose I want to find whether a particular string exists inside, like searching using the in, but there is another way to do that. A dot, let's say find. I want to find whether the word I exists in the string that is stored in variable A, which is this is Python. Now take a look, it is returning 2. 2 means the index of the I, the first index from the left. So if you see that the first index T, which is actually 0, and then H is 1 and I is 2, so it is returning 2. This is what the task of find. You can also check whether a string is starting with a particular word or not. Suppose I want to check whether the string is starting with the word th or not. So you can write like this: A dot starts with, and it will be returning a Boolean value. So that can be used in a if condition or loop condition. It's true because this string is starting with th. And remember, this is case sensitive, so if you write it in capital T, it will be returning false. Similarly, you have got A dot ends with, and suppose you want to check that whether this is ending with CD, which is, we know this not ends with CD, and it is returning false. If you write ON or N, it will be returning true. Suppose I have a string, this string A, which has got this, it's a string consisting of few English words. This is from Python. Suppose I want to retrieve those words. So I have a function split for that purpose. What split will do, by default it will consider space as a separator between words, and based on the location of space, it is going to break this string down into multiple words, and all those multiple words will be stored in a list, and that list will be returned to you. So you have to declare, say, a variable words. The type of the words will be list, and then if you print words, you can see that. So by default, the word separator is taken as space, but you can change it even. So whatever be the word separator, in this case it is space. Suppose sometime it may be comma, then you have to write like this, double quotes, comma, right? Now there is another word. Suppose I have got this list words. So what is the type of words? Let check it, and this is list. Suppose I have a list of words or list of strings. I have a list of strings. I want to join all the words, all the strings stored in the list together. That means I want to do opposite of split. And by which character I want to join them? Say I want to join them with a hash character. So I write like this. Now remember, then I call the method join. Now one thing to point out, that it's not always required that you have to store string in a variable, then you call string methods. It can be called like this way also, within double quotes, hash dot join, and then you pass words. What will be the resultant? It will be creating a new string. How? Every string that is stored in the list words will be joined together with the hash sign. You can see that this hash is hash this way. You can store it in another string, say str1 is equal to and then you print str1, right? You can also count whether a particular substring or one character is occurring how many times. Suppose in case of this is from Python, I want to find out how many times the word I is there. So I write like this: a dot count and I. You find that 2 times. I is there in 2 times in this is Python. Now you may have a string. Generally that happens when you retrieve string from web or taking input from the keyboard. A string may have some trailing spaces or ending spaces. Say example, say str1 is equal to, let's say, some space, then abcd and some space. You want to get rid of these unwanted spaces. In that case, you have to call the function str1.strip. What it will be doing? It will be discarding those leading and ending spaces. Then again, it is not going to do any change on str1. So you have to declare another string str2. And then if you check str2, no space, no trailing or following space, but str1 remains like this. Internally, a string is stored as a list, Python list. So suppose I have got the string hello. Suppose I have got a string hello. It will be stored in a list like scenario. For example, and it will be having the index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, back index is -1, -2, this way. So that's actually a list, Python list. So any list operations can be applied on string. For example, you can retrieve element by index, right? So let's see what we have stored in A. This is from Python. Now I can write like this: a box 0. You can see that in this string, what is there in 0th location? So if I draw it like this, so this is in 0th, 1, 2, 3, and then we have got rest of the. So in 0th location I have got t, and that is printed. You can also go by writing a box -1, that is back indexing, that is n is there, right? Clear? So you can also apply sequencing, I mean to say slicing, sorry. So you can write a 2:4, sorry, a box 2:4, oh, just a second, 2:4, you can say. So what is the meaning of 2:4? Means 2, 3. Can you recall the slicing? 2:4 gives you what? 2 and 3. 4 is exclusive. So what is there in 2 and 3? So is. So that's is is printed. You can also write, the for loop, because the list is, the string is a list. So you can write for loop. Say you can write for c in a, or let's say for where in a. The way for loop works with data structures or sequence in Python, it will be working in the same way. Say print var. You can see that all the characters are printed like this way, right? So that is the way Python string works. Okay then, let's meet in next session.